Hey, I'm Jay Kumar, the BassBlaster, and this is your Seafoam Top 5 of the Week. Number 1. Who's not on Major League Fishing's Bass Pro Tour next year? Well, Major League Fishing just came out with the field or the roster, and some really good fishermen aren't on there. We already knew that Bobby Lane is leaving to fish the Bassmaster Opens, all 9 you have to fish to get back onto the Elite Series, and it looks like Ish Monroe is doing the same. And by the way, if Bobby Lane is Big Fish Bobby Lane, Ish is either right up there with him or a close second. I mean, he catches the big ones. 2 more guys who won't be fishing the Bass Pro Tour, 2 great anglers, are Shaw Grigsby and Mike McClellan, both of whom fell out because of the points. Interestingly, they're both Major League Fishing co-owners along with a bunch of other anglers, so it's great to see that they are taking those points rules seriously, even for the owners. On the plus side, Tim Horton unretired. He was going to stop competitive fishing and just focus on his media stuff, but after the change to 5 fish, now they're only counting the 5 biggest instead of every fish caught, and seeing the schedule, Tim changed his mind. A lot of moving and shaking going on. Number 2. How can you tell that the Bassmaster Opens have gravity? Well, first of all, if you throw a fish at the Bassmaster Opens, it goes into orbit. The second thing is, if you go to a Bassmaster Open and you got a hammer in one hand and a feather in the other hand, and you drop them, they both go down.
How about that?
But the thing I'm talking about here is when Bassmaster went to you must fish all 9 opens to qualify for the Elite Series, it created gravity, man. Some guys from the Bass Pro Tour, some guys from the Pro Circuit, some guys from the NPFL, they're all going to fish those opens. Is it everybody? No, it's not everybody, but it did create some gravity. Will even more guys get sucked into the gravitational pull? Will it turn into a black hole for some of them? Man, I hope not, but beware of those G-forces. Number 3. Real quick, I gotta shout out 2 guys who deserve it. The first is Will Davis Jr., who just won the Bass Nation Championship on Pickwick Lake. That is probably the hardest tournament to qualify for, and it's one of the 2 hardest amateur tournaments to win along with the BFL All-American. The great thing about the Nation Championship is that the winner fishes the Bassmaster Classic. So congrats, Will. A very cool thing is that he won on a bait that his dad designed and makes. A 1/2 ounce Davis Bait Company shaky fish scrounger type head with a 4-inch Davis Bait X-Swim Slim Minnow in the albino color. Super cool, man. Congrats. And the second guy I want to call out is Drew Gregory, a guy I'm calling the Yakmaster, because check this out. Drew won 3 Bassmaster kayak tournaments this year, plus the Bassmaster Kayak Angler of the Year. And he won 3 KBF kayak bass fishing tournaments for like 6 tournaments or 6+ total awards this year. The guy is a complete hammer. Now, kayak bass fishing is, of course, bass fishing, and it's tournament bass fishing, but it's its own deal, too. And I bet us boat guys are going to learn a bunch from these guys in the future, including from Drew. Number 4.
Don't hold back.
All right, continuing with the top 10 tournament bass baits of all time up till now, here's number 9, the War Eagle Spinnerbait. Now, of course, spinnerbaits have been used forever in tournament bass fishing, but the War Eagle has been used to win and finish high more than any other. In fact, the War Eagle brand and baits made its bones by being a kind of the under-the-radar brand of spinnerbait and also buzz baits for a lot of top pros, no matter who they were sponsored by, because the baits ran great, they had great components and amazing colors. The runner-up in this category, you probably won't be surprised, is the Strike King spinnerbait. Of course, that's the OG of tournament spinnerbaits. Who's going to be number 8? Stay tuned, Pete's. Stay tuned, peeps. Number 5. Well, here's what that 10-pound record smallmouth caught out of Erie looks like when it's X-rayed. I guess that's what the Ontario DNR does to verify record catches, and who can blame them? Yeah, it stinks to say bye-bye forever to a record fish like that, a huge fish. But hey, maybe it was his time, and you can't tell me there aren't more 10s swimming around in the Great Lakes right now. That's a lot of water, man. Anyhow, what's next with checking record and tournament fish? Well, I got a few ideas. Get all TSA on them with the wands and body scanners and stuff. Hypnotize the fishermen and maybe the fish and ask them probing questions. Stick everybody in that Total Recall brain machine. Talk to the fish with one of those Star Trek Universal Translator deals that look like a flashlight handle. Use lead-sniffing dogs. And if none of that works, make Groot get mad at him. That's all I got for you this week. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Seafoam. Go to bassblaster.com or .rocks to sign up for the juicy BassBlaster email. See you next week. God bless you.